How's it going, guys? Gonna be streaming again today, but I would you say it's back with another stream, but this is just another stream, I guess. Now I'm going back to the good old Abzan Stoneblade days. I had a lot of requests asking to come back to this deck, and for those who have been kind of tuning into my channel, I've been on Abzan Heliod for about a month or two, and I think when I first started playing the deck was very, very well positioned. But I think now with how modern has been kind of adapting, I think it's been a little bit more on the combo side. Um, so if you look at it from the point of view of like Abs and Heliod, the format was originally a lot of like Rakdos Prowess, Rakdos Mid Range, Rakdos Shadow, some number of soup, and there wasn't that much combo. So like the deck kind of preyed on it. Um, but then here, like the meta's kind of adapted to where Green or Heliod has a big target on attack. So like they would have a lot of like anti-life gain cards, and then the red decks have kind of shifted towards blue red. And I would argue that blue red is kind of a bad matchup just because they have flyers and you can't just chump block infinitely with like Ari champions. So the matchup's a little bit harder. And then there's just been a lot more combo lately, a lot of Belcher. Um, which all those matchups are just in itself are also just kind of bad. Um, Soup's okay. It's probably a little bit more 50-50. But even then, you still have to kind of have your all cards lined up. It's been a while since the last time I watched you live and watching all the you. Appreciate Mr. Jurassic Park. Appreciate you tuning in, as always. Um, so I know I've got a lot of requests to play Stoneblade again. I think a lot of people haven't really been interested in the Heliod list that I've been playing here. So we're just gonna run this back. Wow, I just changed everything when I click back and forth. Um, but we're just I made some like pretty big changes here. I think that are gonna be kind of how I would attack the meta now, which is gonna be so like the meta right now is gonna be blue soup, Rakdos Shadow, Rakdos mid range, blue red prowess, green white Hylia, green white Titan, and Belcher. Um, and the thing about it is like from a personal perspective, the big meta decks like Tron that are kind of gone, like you can't really beat those matchups anyway. Green white Titan is favorable in paper, but not online, just because you can't realistically gain infinite life. So those matchups are gonna just lose anyway. Um, Blue soup is a lot worse, but we'll see. It's just the nature of the format. I think it's just we're just gonna play this, but like outside of everything else, we can try to attack Belcher. We can try to attack combo, um, attack the Prowess decks. So here we have. I started off with the Lure space. For those who have kind of tuned into my abs and mid range kind of debate of adding Skyclave apparitions, I think Skyclave apparitions just don't fit the deck. It kind of messes up the mana base a lot if you really want to splash Tarmogoyf. Because you want to go Truman Thoughtseize via Swamp if you want to play around Blood Moon. And then it kind of incentivizes you to get basic planes, which you can't get with Stoneforge Mystic, but then it also incentivizes you to get basic planes again. So on the draw, it's too slow against Blood Moon. And most definitely even on the play when they have an accelerant, right? So it's just really, really awkward to play around Blood Moon in a black white base deck. So I don't want the Skyclave apparitions. I think the Skyclave apparitions are a good card. It just doesn't fit. It just makes the mana base awkward. And when you're playing BJX, you want each of your threats to be game winning on their own. Like a Tarmark is game winning on their own. Stoneford Mystic can win the game on their own. Luris definitely can. But Skyclave apparition cannot. And I feel like in other decks that run Skycave apparition like Death and Taxes and Green White Heliod, you can play a Skycave apparition, and you have a lot of other threats that your opponent wants to spend their removal on, and you can kind of just have a Skyclave, and it's essentially sometimes more often not a free removal spell because when you're playing Green White Heliod, you want to save your removal for like a Spike Feeder or a Walking Ballista. You can kind of not care about the Skyclave apparition. For Death and Taxes, like you kind of want to care about like the Thalia or like whatever the equipment's equipped to. Um, or they can save it with Flicker Wisp, or like if they kill the Skyflap apparition, you can actually Flicker Wisp the token, and you actually don't lose any card advantage from that standpoint. So like in this scenario, more often than not, Skyclap apparitions are only threat. In which case, bolting it becomes very, very, very good because then we again then have to spend another card that doesn't nullify that card advantage, and that's the kind of nail in the coffin in our version of the deck. So I also just like the Mishra's Bauble package. How's it going, Scene 8998? Hope you're doing great. Have a good weekend. So like Mishra's Bauble is just kind of a personal favorite in this type of archetype. I love the Luris Mishra's Bauble interaction. Mishra's Bauble turns on Revolver Fatal Push. Mishra's Bauble also grows Tarmogoyf. I just love that package here. So I start off with that with the Luris build. I could also just have a Lingering Souls main build, but I think Luris is just so powerful, and I'd rather just have the Lingering Souls in the sideboard. And then from there, I think it's kind of stock-ish in the sense that we have the 6 discard spells, 1 path, 1 cling, 1 house bubble main for the Luris interaction. Just have like a 5th bauble. I think when I last left off, when I draw Luris with a bauble, Luris just feels so bad. Just having another card that can recur for 1 mana with Luris and gain card advantage is going to be good. I only have 1 Hex Drinker. I usually have 2, but since there is a lot of Prowess, a lot of Lover Darts, I'm only just going to have 1. 1 Scavenging Ooze. I have a Spell Bomb. I usually have 2 Scoozes, but I have I kind of cut 1 for a Spell Bomb because I can bring it back with Luris for 1 mana, and just being able to exile the whole yard is kind of more important, I think, than being able to shotgun things down with Scavenging Ooze. And then the most important thing is I have 3 Decay. I know I was pretty high on Assassin's Trophy, but I think the meta has shifted again since the last time I played, where Assassin's Trophy, I could go on and on about Assassin's Trophy and how Birth Decay is just better right now, but TLDR, like, things that you want a trophy isn't that relevant right now, or you're probably cutting it post board. So for example, like, there's no Gurmag Angler. All those decks swap the Gurmag Angler for Scourge, right? So a Replicate becomes a very, very light removal spell. Against Green White Titan Reclaimer, they have Dryad, and you want to kill that too, but you don't want to trophy it exactly. And Decay is actually very alive there. And if anything in that matchup, I board Path out. And on that note, there's also a lot of Blood Moon in the meta, so I think I want 3 Decays so then we're not just locked out. The 3 equipment's kind of standard, and then now we go into the sideboard. Linvala's for Green White Heliod, 2 souls just to have. It's good against Hammer. It's good against all the Rakdos decks, right? And we can board in against Soup. Islands for Prowess. We have a favorable matchup, but just kind of another. We're attacking the better here, right? So just have a nice little Stonewall card there. 2 chokes for the Blue Soups. I previously had a Kasali Primates, but we have Caustic Caterpillar here. And the reason for that is exactly Belcher. Their plan is to definitely Blood Moon us. So on that note, I like having Caustic Caterpillar because it's easier to cast through a Blood Moon. So we can go Caterpillar and then kill whatever. There's also an argument for Sealer Primordium, but this carries a sword, so I'd rather have our hate, quote unquote, also be kind of a threat as well, which is why I have a Caterpillar instead of a Seal. It costs 1 more mana to kind of recur, especially because stuff like Hammer Time, but I think it's still good. Again, this is also for Hammer Time as well. 1 Kai's Guile for all the Rakdos decks, and it's just a pretty versatile card. 2 Ashiok for Titan and Soup. Teague is for Belcher and for the other 2 decks, and if we run into Tron, at least we're not completely naked. Pithing Needle is for Belcher. If we happen to run into Tron, it'll be that too. But like, as you notice, like, I'm not aiming for Tron completely. There's no LD or anything like that. There's no Fulminators. There's not even like a Lithform Blight, which I've been pretty high on. But since Tron is almost non-existent online, I can pretty much sneak it to it. And like, those kind of cards don't really do anything against Soup or Green White Reclaimer. They just like draw more lands, and we can't. That Stone Raining in my turn doesn't win us the game more often than not, which is why I just completely cut it. The second spell one's in the sideboard, and last but not least, we have 2 explosives because I really like having these versatile sweepers. They're also just great with lures. Lingering Souls, yeah. Yeah, Lingering Souls is kind of the tipping point of like, do I want to mate or on the side? And I think just having in the side is just better, to be honest. Um, so I think we'll see how it goes. I hopefully we don't play too much soup. I did have a sort of light and shadow on the sideboard previously, so we have 2 protection from black swords. Just in case of, like, for example, against Green White Titan, if one of them gets Skyclave Apparition, we have a backup plan, a backup sword. But after thinking about it, like, the protection from white is kind of irrelevant now. There aren't that much paths now, and there isn't. Death and Taxes kind of just disappeared from the meta online, which is kind of what that was really for. So I was going to run one today, but then I think a Linvala is just a better card because of the Green Mahalia that's kind of tier 1. So like it was kind of nice to kind of take a step back from the deck, kind of reevaluate everything. And I think the main point is that I think Abrupt Decay is just really, really good right now. Before Abrupt Decay was kind of unplayable because you wanted to kill, Jace, you wanted to kill Titan, you want to kill X and that. And now it's like you don't want to trophy a Titan. There is no Jace, so it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just it's actually Decay is just actually really, really good. Well, I haven't cast an Inquisition in so long. I feel like it's been a month. So Opt, Snapcaster Mace, Soulkai Lantern. It sucks because they have the Soul Guy Lantern. So I'm probably going to save this Mishra's Bauble here, and I don't want to take the Soul Guy Lantern with the Inquisition. I think I want to take the Snapcaster Mage because it's the most powerful card. And we can just play around the Soul Guy Lantern, honestly. So we just won't play this Bauble out, like, at all. Like, I kind of want to hide this. We are kind of playing a rogue deck, essentially. Cling to Dust. So I'm going to just play this and get a Triome tapped. And then hope to cling something. Maybe cling their Opt, if anything. Go Abzan. Go. Appreciate the support. I don't know how we're going to do here, but we're going to have fun. That's all that matters. Okay. Okay. So they play out the Lantern. Which is good. Okay. I kind of want to save this just in case they end up playing out their cryptic commands and stuff. I don't get priority, which sucks. But so we're probably gonna play the Luris out, play the Bauble. And then we can make them sack it, I guess. Which is unfortunate. I think that's our plan here. Let me cast this Mishra's Bauble first. Just in case they path it or something. Just get better priority. If I knew I had the Cling in hand, I would have let them keep the Snapcaster Mage, but it is what it is. It's gonna Opt here. Yep. So let's see if they F6. They bottom with Opt. They don't F6. Let's do this and see. Let's hopefully they forget about the Lantern, because I don't think we can play around that. Yeah, that's fine. They draw a Hollow Fountain. Okay. If I knew I had the Cling, I probably would have just let them have. Unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Liliana of the Veil. So I think we can attack. And then if they like Snapcaster and something, we can cling plus push. I'm gonna hold up cling. Let's play this Liliana of the Veil here. Okay, cool. It's plus. Just go to push. Discard Hellhound. So they have Celestial Colonnade, Cryptic Command, 2 unknown. Now 3 unknown. Flooded Strand here. So let's attack first. I guess I could tap bounce, but okay. You can plus here. Discard the land. Place Sophie here. Drop plus the colonnade. Play the sword. Probably counter bounce the Liliana here. I'm gonna still hold up cling. Maybe I should have taken the Stoneblade Lantern again, I guess. With the Inquisition. Maybe that was my misplay there. I honestly didn't expect this Luris to survive. Which is why I kind of just let it go. Oh, they bounce Luris. Interesting. I wonder if I should just cling this now. Maybe just wait. Maybe try to like extrapolate how much value I can out of this cling. Perfect. And hopefully they don't counter this. Nice. Okay, well, this decay is kind of dead now. Oh no, it's just a fairy. Fuck. As I say, like, trophy's just dead. We play against the one blue-eye control player. So I guess we just play this Luris out. So we need 5 cards. We're too short. This Liliana should help though. Which will draw not next turn, but the Jesus. Okay. It's live. Definitely live. Okay. Hopefully they just draw lands. They topped with opt. That's not good. Okay. We hope that they have nothing. Okay, they fetch with this. They knew it was Goose, right? Interesting. Interesting line. Okay. Interesting line by opponent. Let's eat their Snapcaster Mage just so this grows big enough to take the Teferi down. And then we'll leave a green man up just in case they have Snapcaster Mage. And if they have Snapcaster Mage in hand, we can Abrupt Decay. So let's attack first just in case they have Cryptic Command. Okay. If we can take this Teferi down, that'd be huge. Wow. Okay, that's fair. Now we have enough things in the graveyard for Cling. Damn it. Let's take the Archmage's Charm. And I guess Mana Leak here. Take out all the counter spells. Something? Anything? That is not something. Vendilion Click. So we draw a 2-drop, we can Cling. I'm gonna draw a Vendilion Click. So maybe it's best just to wait. No, but then if we end a turn Cling, they're gonna just click us on our draw step anyway. So I think it's best just to Cling now. Cling the path. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything but the bauble. See, wait like a Tarmogoyf or something, and then we can play Tarmogoyf. Or Stoneforge Mystic. Creator Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. So they have Vendilion Click now in their hand. Which now, if they end step it, it's pretty good. Damn. So they'll probably bottom the Stoneforge Mystic, maybe? Depending, I guess, what's the last card in their hand. Damn it, we drew another land. Luckily, we can deal with this Vendilion Click in more than one way. I don't know if they have another Mystic Sanctuary. Maybe they only have 2. Hopefully they only have 2. They only have 1 card in hand. So I think on upkeep, I'm gonna kill their Vendilion Click. Get Temple Garden tapped. Push the Vendilion Click. Hopefully they have something that we can decay, and then we're one step closer to casting this Claim to Dust from our graveyard. Something. Anything. Tarmogoyf something. Hopefully they just have like a mana leak or something. Take this tap and pass. Trying a lot of lands here, but we are just right in it. Okay. Let's attack first. Because if they have a path or something, they're just going to path it anyway. They must have like another land in hand. I'm not going to cast this Inquisition, actually. Actually, maybe I should have. So then no, I don't have enough things for Cling anyway. Yeah, so they only have 2 Mystic Sanctuaries. And even then, it's like they only have 2 ops and a remand. Sweet, let's go. Let's go. And that's why I wanted to save this Inquisition. If this game kept going, like I could have Inquisitioned, and then cast Luris and get back. Alrighty. Galactic just thought Cryptic Command seems pretty good. Ashiok seems decent. Chokes, obviously, are slam dunks, and Lingering Souls seems good. I think the obvious ones are just the spot removal spells. Path. We saw Big Teferi, Soul Guide, Lantern, Snapcaster Mage, Cryptic Command, Mana Leak. We can only presume they have like Little Teferi. So I think since Sword and Feast Famine is like if we're able to connect with the guy, we're probably winning anyway. I think I'm gonna cut a sword, cut a Stoneforge Mystic, and then maybe trim a Decay. And go like this. Wow, like that's the first time I've ever beaten a big Teferi where they've been able to activate like was it like 2-3 times. Usually that's just game over. It's crazy. Just gotta hang in there, I guess. When you just gotta hang in there. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I want anything else. Maybe I want the other spell bomb actually. I guess I do want rips, decays if they board in rips. I don't think there's anything else I want. Like I can see maybe like trimming this decay for another spell bomb. Let's do that actually. Just have a singleton decay because we can attack down Teferi. A little Teferi. Yikes. On the draw. I don't think we can keep this one lander on the draw. Well, I guess we can't. We can't mull into 5 in this matchup. We really can't. What thoughtseies? Inquisition. Tarmogoyf's a decent draw. I guess I can just go Triome, Bauble Pass. And then like next turn we can Bauble ourselves and see what we draw next turn. And then do a little fetch land action there. Inquisition is interesting. Could have a remand here. So let's bubble trick ourselves. Hopefully they don't have a Soul Guy Lantern or anything. Gaddock Teague is a good draw. So let's keep the Teague. Play Tarmogoyf. Next turn we can Inquisition, play Teague, protect it. They don't have... Wow. They don't have Counterspell. Interesting. Do they have just a fairy? Oh, they just have the fairy. That's fine. That's actually fine. So let's just start with the discard spell here. See what they have. They have the Path. So they also have Jace too. Oh, so that's good. This Teach just is going to be fantastic here. They can Typhoon for 2, which sucks. But stopping them from casting Jace is going to be very, very clutch here. So I'll play the Teague out. They could Sanctuary and put Path on top. It's going to be unfortunate, but... Delta. About a choke. I guess we should just Inquisition now and then get Bobble back. Or I could also just play Tarmogoyf here and then get it countered. Yeah, I think I need to play this Tarmogoyf out because they're going to Typhoon for 2. Yeah, I wonder if it's better to lead on the discard spell though. They have 1 unknown. Yeah, I think it's better just to play this Tarmogoyf out. But if they drew exactly Mana Leak. But the likelihood of this Inquisition hitting something is just so low. Let's just play the Tarmogoyf out. Okay, I'm just going to pass the turn here. I'm going to Shark Typhoon for 2. And the next turn we can go Inquisition, hold up Luris. This Tarmogoyf's just massive now. So Jace, Sanctuary, unknown. Okay. I'm gonna fetch now. Get a Temple Garden. Liliana of the Veil. Thoughtseize. Let's lead on this. Celestial Purge. It's fine. This Thoughtseize doesn't really do anything. Don't want this Teague to leave the battlefield, so we'll attack this Teferi first. And then we'll get the Bauble back. Okay. So they're like forced to bounce to the Teague with the Fairy. God, Luris is so good, I swear. And let's say Luxac and draw a removal spell at the top. Okay. They could bounce the Teague and then purge the Luris. Because they're going to draw into it. Yep. So they do that. So they have 4 unknown. Sure. Oh, they played the Mixer Sanctuary, so there's actually only 3 unknown. So they could play Jace, which is actually really bad. Oh. Yep. Let's bubble ourselves, see what we're gonna get. Mishra's Bauble. We don't want that Mishra's Bauble. So let's just shuffle that away. Okay, those are quite the cards. So yeah, it's Flooded Strand, Jace, Unknown. They're probably going to brainstorm next turn. Wish we had a choke off the top. I think we play the T out for sure. And then probably the Ashiok to shut off any missed sanctuary searches. Let's do that. And then let's mill off cells just in case we hit Cling or some Lingering Souls. We do not. And then next turn we can cast Thoughtseize. And then just double spell here. Probably not the Brainstorm. Ooh, they bounced. Interesting. That's a sign of weakness for sure. Oh, let's see, just have Big Teferi. Oh, gross. Yep. I think we Thoughtseize anyway here. This is a Vendilion click. Thoughtseize. Oops. Let's Thoughtseize first. Oh, they just have double Jace. That's actually really funny. Get sort of Fire and Ice here. I mean, they could like bounce and then cast the other Jace, which would be pretty disgusting, to be honest. There was an argument for casting the other Thoughtseize there, but maybe that was just correct, is just to cast the other Thoughtseize. That's kind of awkward. We just have all the answers to it. So let's Thoughtseize here. Cryptic Command, Shark Typhoon. Just do this. They're going to be able to cast a Crypt. They have so much onboard removal for the Teague. So I'll just take the more powerful card. I'm surprised they kept the both. I'm surprised they kept those cards in hand with the Jace, knowing that we play a discard deck. So now here, if they can deal with one of the creatures, okay. But then I can. Hopefully they don't draw Path or Typhoon into a Path. We can hardcast Sword, equip the Tarmogoyf. Oh no, now they're gonna. Fuck. We need to draw. Oh, I should have activated Ashiok. Damn it. Oh, I guess they can't search with Ashiok in play. Never mind. So they can't fetch to find Mystic Sanctuary here, which is lucky for us. So they need to naturally draw. Oh, I guess they could. Oh, wait, never mind. What are they doing here? Oh, okay. They can't search that shock. Our opponent also forgot. So I don't know what cards are in their hand. I just hope it's not a counter spell. Play this. Hopefully it's not a path either. We can maybe hopefully attack this to fairy down. Okay. Don't have a path. 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 Probably have to attack big to fairy down. This fairy's gonna die anyway, so let's mill them. Was there nothing in their graveyard for them to? Interesting. So they have one unknown. Okay. They can bounce the sword. Bounce it with Jace. I think we just play out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like TT first. Stoneforge Mystic. And Tarmogoyf. All the baddies. Probably just pass the Ashiok. If they want to attack the Ashiok down to snack after, we can just let them. Now they finally brainstorm. I felt like it was a while since. I feel like they haven't brainstormed at all, and they had like 3 Jaces. It's kind of funny. Aggressive. What do they have in their hand? We need to attack this Jace down. So I think we just need to... Oh, we also just die on the crackback. Maybe we just need to dig with Silent Clearing first. Maybe dig to Lingering Souls to block the Colonnade. Or just not do that at all. Yeah, if they attack with the Colonnade, we're kind of screwed. But let's bluff. We have our removal spell, I guess. Do this. I guess we could also just do this. They path it, they path it. But we'll make them do it. Okay. We could also draw into a Cling. A Cling would definitely be our out here. If they have exactly nothing. Yeah, so we are dead on board. If they go for it. Yeah, we are just dead on board. That's unfortunate. One too many thought seizes. Drew that Ashiok a little too late there. Tarmogoyf wearing a sword, yeah. It's back. I'm probably going to just lead on a fetch first. Do I want to lead on a Thoughtseize? Maybe. In case I draw a 2-drop, yeah, let's just lead on Thoughtseize. Remand a Mana Leak Cryptic. Christ. How do I want to navigate this game? I feel like choke is a way to get around everything, but they just have all this counter magic, so we have to like lead with Lurrus and Liliana of the Veil. They could also just tap out 4 Teferi. So maybe we just take the Teferi because it can actually answer this choke. And then they just have double counter magic though, but the remand doesn't really do anything. Maybe we take the remand here. Yeah, maybe we just take the remand. Try to get another Teferi. It also just like the remand also just lets them try to draw out of it. So let's take the remand. Take the redraw out of their hand. I could see an argument for a lot of those cards actually. So we just need a 2-drop here to get under this Sanctuary tapped or their Mana Leak. 2-drop. It's like the opposite. That's gonna be a good Lily on discard if it ends up resolving, but I doubt it. Damn, we really need a 2-drop there. God damn it. Get the Triumph. I can also just like pass. You have to fight through the remand anyway, right? So let's just play this, get it leaked. We're gonna have to play around the leak anyway. And if they don't draw anything here, I And I guess they could Teferi. So hopefully they miss the third land here. And then we could pay. So our best draw here is a bauble, ironically. Damn it. Okay. So we can still choke them out here. They don't get to untap. And then they have the minus on this choke. And then we just choke them again. And hope they don't have force. Just seems like a fine... Oh. Oh, wow. Really? They're not going to bounce the choke. Interesting. Cling. I guess we just play the Scoos out. Hold up Cling, hold up Scoos. I don't want to play this Luris out. I don't think. I can see them minusing on the Scoos, but... Okay. Okay. I guess they want to wait until they can exile it, which makes sense. Always love a good choke, huh, Chris? So now they bounce the choke. So do they have force here? Probably not. Hopefully we draw a discard spell. It'll just make our lives a lot easier. They'll remand. Oh, yeah, I can give it to you, Chris. I can give it to you after this match if you just remind me. They must have a force here. So let's attack this Teferi down. If they have force, they have force. What are we going to do? Please resolve. Oh, thank God. Okay. As long as they don't have path, we have a shot. We can attack the Teferi down, play Luris. Seems weak. Okay. Easy enough. Choke. Thank you. I think next turn I would have clinged, I think, in a turn. Their land. Drew Liliana. Alright, and then we would have gone the Luris Bauble and going sweet. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. And then, Chris, I'll send you the overlay. Give me a second. Chris, if you're still there, if you, where are you? If you use Streamlabs OBS, what you do is you change KO Diamonds to your username. So I actually don't remember what your so Giglio MTG, right? So change the KO Diamonds to Giglio MTG and then make that as a browser source. And then just have it over. And then just keep in mind that it won't display until you actually start a league. So once this league ends, it actually disappears. So that's like the pro and con. So there's like a blank space in between leagues. I'm not sure if it works for big events like challenges or anything, but that's how you do it. I'm gonna go get some water real quick and I'll be right back. And also the next match. So Chris, also keep in mind that if you make it, it's gonna be blank while you add it to your Streamlabs OBS. It's only gonna show up when you start your league, and that's why I was like, I spent like 20 minutes going like, why isn't anything showing up? It just be 0-0, but it doesn't show up until you start the league. So, yeah. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Why is it blank? And I'm like, whatever. I just left it, and I started playing my first my first league, and I was like, oh fuck! It's like now it shows up. So just FYI, I set it up as browser source. Choke since Tempest, best friends for blue based. I love Choke, man. It's not, sometimes when you play a shitty deck like Abzan Stoneblade, you need some free wins thanks to Choke. So. I don't. So it kind of makes me wonder if taking Remand was the correct taker with that discard spell. I feel like it is because like if you left them with the Remand, they can all. You could also like try to cheese them by like hopefully they don't draw the third land and then they can't cast the Teferi. It's unlikely they have so many lands, but that's magic, right? They kept a 2-lander, and how many times have we missed a third land drop? It's a ton. So I can see an argument for taking Teferi itself, but I think their hand was like 2 lands, Mana Leak, Remand, Teferi, Jace, and then I think Shark Typhoon, some other a lot of mana card that required a lot of mana. So like they kind of were like, if you look at their context of their hand was kind of relying on the Remand to draw into more lands, right? So if you take the Remand away, then they have to naturally draw the land. It's like their odds of drawing their lands are actually pretty low, comparatively, right? So, but we'll see. 7/7 doll toll. It's kind of a painful hand, but what is this? Kind of want to fetch around Blood Moon here, so I think I'm gonna just fetch basic Swamp here and Inquisition. Scalding Tarn is interesting. And the next turn we can go Plains, or basic Forest Thoughtseize. Oh no. Oh no. So we're against like some sort of Living End deck with Force of Negation. So since they have Force here, since they let this resolve, I kind of want to, I guess it doesn't matter. So I guess I'll take the Violent Outburst, and then next turn, Hexshinker plus Thoughtseize. Since we have 2 discard spells, we can take both. Hopefully they just don't draw any enablers. This Thoughtseize is dead, essentially. They untapped Steam Vents here. Interesting. So I feel like they don't have Blood Moon in their deck. Graveyard. Okay. Probably take Ardent Plea here. They forced exiling Force. Well, that sucks. So now they can Ardent Plea. Hey, Fluffy, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome everyone to good old Abzan mid-range Stoneblade. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your stream, Fluffy? Hope it was full of blood moons. Probably gonna get 7-7 here. Odysseus41, thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I guess so, last squad. I mean, I don't see a black, but Reflex too. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. We infected and racked. Nice. Okay, so they're gonna get a 7-7 into play. So hopefully we can draw Liliana here. Sayadna Geek Media, thank you for the follow. All y'all, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Do you have the rhino? I do not have the rhinos. Sadly, the only rhinos I have channeled is in my stream notification. Victor Roy, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate everyone for tuning in and supporting the channel. Appreciate it. For those who are new to the channel, I'm a known Abzan streamer. Fluffy has definitely played some of my lists on his channel as well. I'm known to be an Abzan mid-range player, dab into some Jund or some Rock, mostly VGX, and lately I've been playing some Heliod, but back to popular demand, I'm playing Abzan mid-range again, my baby, with Luris. If you guys want to do the hashtag, not hashtag, sorry, exclamation deck list. Here. That's where you guys can catch my list. I guess I should have taken the Ardent Plea with the discard spell. Hey, Paulo Cuna. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Paulo Cuna, thank you for the follow again. Appreciate it. This Thoughtseize is pretty bad because that means we're just dead to this. So I think we cast this Tarmogoyf, pass, hope to draw Liliana next turn, and go from there. Yeah, no, it was unfollowed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. Which infect did you play, Fluffy? I'm assuming you're on some sort of spicy infect list. You never play any stock lists, I feel like. I don't know if like green black or something like that is considered spicy. They have force and negation on top, so we're just dead. We just want to see if they're gonna do anything else. I mean, I guess I could block here. Man, it's a big whale. Yeah, so this is like living in. I'm assuming we're gonna play against like Crashing Footfalls. Interesting. So Eidolon seems pretty decent here. Man, they had a really greedy mana base. They had like a Triome. What other lands do they have? They had like a couple shocks. I think they had a breeder pool, right? They played Steam Vents. Do you count the 107 scrying spicy? In fact, was a reality. I mean, it's a pretty cool list. If has, I think Sylvan Scrying is kind of cool if you think you need to rely on Inkmoth Nexus. Yeah, I kind of made this sideboard to really attack the meta. Eidolon's for prowess, but obviously has some splash damage here. Linvala is for Green White Heliod. Caustic Caterpillar is, since our deck is kind of weak to Blood Moon, we can board in against Belcher, and it's easier to cast through Belcher versus like a Kasali Pride Mage, which is what I recently had. Tiger's also for Belcher. Lingering Souls is pretty great against Hammer Time. I think we can just board out all the Fatal Pushes. Kaya's Guile. Maybe some number of Ashioks. Do we want any of these decays? I feel like they probably sideboard into like the Crashing Footfalls, which isn't bad. Like we can, like they're just 4/4s. We can kind of get up there, equip one of these bad boys. So if we had a main deck Cling, like game would have been a lot different. Well, I guess they had the Teferi out. Yeah, I don't think we want anything else here. I think we can just roll with this, I think. Let's just go like that. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. For those tuning in, again, Fluffy, if you're still here, thank you for the raid, as always. Always appreciate it. It says has Cling and Bobble. Thing is, do I want to Cling at end of turn? I don't think I do. Let's see what they draw. Ardent play. So maybe we just... I feel like they're not going to cast or cycle anything in end of our turn, so we're just going to play this and pass. Okay. So let's Inquisition here. What the hell is all this? Anger of the Gods we can ignore. Supreme Will just digs. That's just a 4/1. Interesting. So I guess we just take the Ardent Plea. And pass. They could also just counter our stuff with this. So let's see what they do. They'll probably cycle this at end step. Their turn. Then of our end step, they'll probably cast this. Which makes it awkward because we can't... This Eidolon does stop everything. So maybe we just take the Supreme Will. They probably cycle this, cycle something else. And then they can't do anything. And they'll probably just slam this Ashiok after. So I think taking the Supreme Will as a counterspell is just better. And then we just lean on this Eidolon here. I think that's our game plan. I can see an argument for taking the plea just outright, but then I don't want them to be able to counter our Ashiok. So I think we just take the Supreme Will here. And then worst case scenario, we can always like Cling something for like that scared of like whatever they cast. Yeah, they're just like Jeskai with green. Interesting. They didn't cycle this at a turn, which is weird. Crashing Footfalls has entered the building here. So I kind of want to just slam Eidolon here, actually. So then they can't Ardent play this guy back. So I think we're just going to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, not red one. This is a pretty good Eidolon, you have to admit though. Pretty well positioned. Yep. Eidolon to Fairy Pool. That is pretty. That's a pretty cool lock. I'm assuming this is a plug for one of your past video. I'm assuming. I'm assuming, right? Okay. So they're quite a few turns away from doing that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Which sword do I want to equip to this Eidolon? That's the thing. I caught your Zer's wielding league. I love the goose. The goose in the Zer's wielding list is pretty sweet. Not being able to double spell on our own is actually pretty bad. We can play this sword, equip, attack. The sword also I think I want to draw cards here. Because the next turn we can equip, attack, draw, play a land. Hopefully we draw a land. We can Inquisition because equipping doesn't count as casting a spell. And then we can hold up Cling on their turn. Sophia, yep, I agree. But then if they like Teferi bounce, like we just recast the Eidolon. It actually isn't that big of a deal. I probably want to hold up Waker now. So we're probably gonna hopefully we draw a land. So we can still hold this Cling. Okay, they're cycling. That's good. And that's not exactly what I was thinking, but I guess I should be a little bit more specific next time. So we'll Inquisition here just to see what's in their hand. Hopefully they cycled into a Teferi. That'd be really funny. Island's doing work. Oh. Damn it. Now we're dead. Now we are dead. This not being an untapped land really fucked up. Take it easy, Fluffy. Really appreciate you. For the raid, take it easy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they have all the color mana. So they're going to bring everything back. Can we still win? I'll watch my mouth better next time. I guess we just take the Ardent play. This being an instant sucks ass. Damn. So they have Waker, Curator, and a 5/5. They have Rhinos the following turn, but we're like dead to these guys right now. Damn, this being a tap land really hurt us. Because we could Ashiok, and then the next turn we could have like Eidolon plus equip a sword, and we're just like not gonna die to this Footfalls. But now we're just gonna die to both. They could cascade into Rhinos. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. That's a good point. Man. So I think I'm gonna play this Ashiok here. And then hold up Cling. forgot myself. Really needed a spell bomb. Yep. They just have it all. They have it all. So we're probably more scared of the flyer, probably. Yeah, I think we're actually scared of the flyer here. And then we can just like chump block this Eidolon with Eidolon plus Sword for a little bit. Oh, but then they have the Rhinos coming next turn. Fuck me. Yeah. Yeah, that land really fucked us. Oh, we just died too. No, we're just dead. 12 plus 8 is 20. We're not dead, but no, we're just gonna back it in. We're gonna back it in. Unfortunate. First tribute. Thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, if we had just been able to play the Ashok, they bounced the Eidolon, we could have exiled the Yard, and then we can deal with the Rhinos pretty easily. Fear Phase, thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As you guys can see by that follower goal on the bottom right, I have a goal of 500 followers, and you guys are just helping me reach that goal. So appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying this Abzan Stoneblade Boomer Luris mid-range content here. I know my usual watchers have been kind of asking for the Stoneblade, so wanted to deliver what they wanted. This is the list. I don't think I showed it yet. Mini deck tech. I've actually been playing a lot of Luris Stoneblade for a while. It's kind of like my little mini brew. I don't think there's been like another Abzan Luris Stoneblade list that's been going around. But I think combining like the Stoneforge package with Luris is pretty strong. Hex Drinker being able to recur it back is pretty decent as well. Main decking spell bombs because recurring it with Luris is pretty decent, and having like a 5th bauble effect as well. Sideboard's attacking a meta full of Rakdos, Belcher, Green Red Heliod. Hayashi is probably on Prowess. This is a pretty decent hand against Prowess, though. So, as long as we just don't get Blood Moon. We're actually okay. I think he runs main deck Blood Moon, though. Excuse me. I'm assuming Hayashi is on mono red like the usual. So I think I'm going to just ball myself. Probably get basic swamp depending on... Like, we're going to fetch regardless, right? So I think we're going to cast both baubles. Do this. Bauble ourselves here. Blooming Marsh, I don't think I want. So I'm going to shuffle this away. All the baubles. Sure. But since we have Bomat Courier, interesting. Courier is interesting. I guess we could just bauble ourselves, see what we have. And then that may dictate forest. Kind of want the forest to play around Blood Moon. But I kind of want action, so I think I'm going to shuffle it away. Get a Temple Garden. And play Snowboards Mystic. Probably get a sword. Maybe a Batterskull, actually, because we can beat a Blood Moon with a Batterskull. And then like we can just Liliana them the following turn. Hopefully we draw a land here. Oh. Okay. Womack Courier, light up the stage, Seasoned Pyromancer, another land here. Kind of want to take the Spyro here. I think the Spyro is the most dangerous card. And I just slam a Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I think we take the Spyro here. And then just slam Tarmogoyf. Scoozy would be a good draw. Okay. Wow, we got lucky there. Okay. Land. Okay. Okay, Scavengers. Probably just eat the Seasoned Pyromancer now. So they have Shatter Skull, light up the stage, one unknown. Excited for Volky. Is that the one that's like 5 mana and it's like whenever your opponent like discards a spell or or sack a permanent, they like, or when they discard a spell they sack a permanent or something? Hard cast, light up the stage. So they got Abbott and Seasoned Pyromancer. Yikes. And Tybalt. Sure. Guess we're just gonna hard cast this Batterskull. And then just like get in there. Debating if I want to get basic plains or swamp. If they top deck a Blood Moon here, maybe I just want swamp. I could also just attack with the Scavenging Ooze. They probably can't block. They have nothing in hand or graveyard. So let's attack with the Scavenging Ooze. See if they somehow block for some reason. I doubt it. I think just to play around Blood Moon, we're going to... I think you want plains. Land is not good, and then access to the white bar. Yeah, I agree with you, but the thing is like we don't have a white card, so it's like I think it's just better just to play around, like be able to cast what we have. I could be wrong though. You might be right, but so they can cast Seasoned Pyromancer or I guess both. I guess you can cast both. Yeah, so now they can just cast both. That's pretty gross. I think it is close. You're not wrong. We just also just top deck just the best sword matchup. Yep. I don't think it's a lily matchup either. I agree with you, but this is pre-board, right? So like, what are we gonna do? Oh, just this right here is just. Oh. We could just naturally just draw the best sword we have in this matchup, and then just go from there. You know, simple as that, right? Just as simple as that. Yeah, I like the three equipment package. I just don't see why you don't do that. It just seems wrong. Um, so the cards we want to cut, probably the Thoughtseize. I can see argument for keeping the Thoughtseize, honestly, just because we want to be able to nab Blood Moons. Like, Spell Bombs aren't great. So, I guess that's just an easy swap there, right? 3 Thoughtseize, Spell Bomb, 4 Eidolons, 2 Explosives, and a Kai'Sgao. Like, I think that's pretty fair. Unban GTA, please. GTA is. I think GTA honestly is pretty format warping though. Like, I played Abzan and Legacy with GTA, and GTA is just kind of nutty. Like, if you want to invalidate aggro as an archetype, you just unban GTA. Honestly. Yeah, but that's mostly because Legacy is just fucked right now. But I'm talking if you ignore like 2020, like pre 2020, where Legacy was pretty decent, like GTA like is very format warping. A lot of decks just have a GTA like just to just because it does a lot. Do we want sort of Feast and Famine here? I don't know. Death and Taxes was pretty good. And you want to reliably able to tutor it, so like the only deck that can really play is Death and Taxes, right? So I think maybe I want a Lingering Souls instead of sort of Feast of Famine. I agree. GTA hasn't made D&T good, but like GTA shores up a lot of holes in that matchup, right? So this will be interesting what we tutor here, though. So I guess we get. I think we play Godless Shrine and see what we top deck. And then maybe I get Forest with this. Okay, well, I guess we have to take the Blood Moon now. The end is very slow. That's fine. Don't care about that. Fetch. Hex Drinker. That makes me want to get Forest here, which I will. Get this Stoneforge Mystic bolted. Get a sword. So we can just keep hitting land drops. Like we can just, if they end up getting Blood Moon down on us, like it's not too bad. I honestly feel that can just come by. Yeah, I agree. I feel that is just a mistake. Period. Just a mistake. Stone cold mistake. Well, since we got the Forest, might as well sufficiently play around Blood Moon completely. Plains. Good old Lingering Souls 2020. 2021, excuse me. Huh, up to 2. Yeah, I mean, Field of the Dead is definitely in my like. I know everyone's kind of on Uro, and I am too. Like I hate Uro with a passion, but honestly, Uro's and Field of the Dead's probably the more egregious card right now. I could just level up this Hex Drinker all the way. Go to 14. They have Bolt plus light up to stage. We could go Lingering Souls, Flashback, Attack, Path, Bone Crusher, Pass. This Bone Crusher is going to come in regardless, right? So maybe we just play Lingering Souls. Hold up Path. And then we can just like... I think we Lingering Souls plus Hex Drinker. Hold up Path. They probably bolt Hex Drinker. We can bring the lures back. So let's do that. I don't think I'll level Hex Drinker to 3. I don't think that's the game we want to play right now. Because like this Hex Drinker, this bone, we kind of want to stabilize a little bit more, I think. I'm not saying Legacy is broken. I think Legacy is just warped to a lot of people's dislikings. Play Hex Drinker. Flashback Leering Souls. Has it been? I heard a lot of people are very unhappy with Legacy. I haven't played Legacy since Death Ray Shaman got banned, so I may be the wrong person to ask. But that's what I've heard. I'm probably just gonna path this now. It's just a lot of snow that's really awkward. I heard so it's twofold. I think there's a lot of like people who have played Legacy in the past and they just haven't liked the new cards that have been added to the format. I can see that kind of argument as well. That's maybe I'm listening to the wrong crowd. Maybe you're right, but yeah, because I heard that the main draw of Legacy is how these macro decisions weigh so much in the game, right? Like you could make a subtle play on turn 3 and that'll cost you the game like 5 turns later, and now it's like it doesn't matter. So it's like, sorry, Destiny Side, did you ask something? I did. I don't. Sorry, I've been kind of distracted with chat and stuff. So it's like, I think here I just play the sword here and just pass. I mean, they can just pick up the 3 maybe. But even then, maybe we just play Scoos, level a section up to 1, and then pass. Play around Lightning Bolt a little bit better. I only play Modern, yeah. Let's attack with 2. Destiny Side, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, that's gross. So they have Bolt in hand, which you can play around. Putting up the 3. Interesting. Sure. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Just gonna block with one. Make them use a stomp here. Probably on the scavenging ooze, and then we can eat our Stoneforge Mystic with this scavenging ooze. Oh, they're gonna bolt. Interesting. They're gonna spend the bolt there. So if you draw untap land, we are pretty in good spot. Oh, I guess they have the Ratchet Bomb. But even then, land. Mishra's Bauble is decent. Do we want to bring back this Hex Drinker or another Bauble? I think we want another Bauble. I think we want the lands here. So I think let's Bauble our opponent and see what they're going to draw. Land is good, so that means they can... Yeah, so we're going to do this. Like, I don't think we want to bring back the Hex Drinker. Do we want to bring the Hex Drinker? Yeah. No, I think the Hex Drinker is probably correct here. And then they probably have to crack this Ratchet Bomb to destroy both Bone Crushers, probably. Fatal Push. Draw land. So then that means... it's a good attack. Which I think I just block here. Trade a Spirit for 4 damage, I think is fair in this matchup. Yep. Yep. So they have a land in hand. Jesus Christ. Play Luris here. They have Mountain, so we know what's in their hand. Bring back the Bauble. Let's see what's on top of the library again. Oh, Pillage. That's gross. Do this now. Let me just pass again. Okay. I don't know what they're going to pillage. Like, if we get... But this Luris is going to untap, and we can just, like, chump block for it turns. Hex Drinker, I really like Hex Drinker in this deck. Just because you can buy it back for so cheap, like what we did just now. Apologies for everyone who have been typing in the chat. I've been kind of focusing on this game. Pillaging the Forest, nice. Do we play custom deck, made decks, or the top meta decks? Are you talking to me specifically? Because me specifically, I play just Abzan. They're gonna block here. They only have a basic land in hand, which is why I made that attack. Sweet. So let's see what's on top of their deck now. So this is just a land or... Wow, this actually does a lot of damage. So 4, 1, 2, so 7, so you could deal 5? Wow. I think we have the Kai's Guile here. And I kind of just want to draw lands again. So we're going to do this. Attack. with everything. And then we can Kai's Guile them. Because they're just going to Shatter Skull everything away anyway. Okay. Yep, I agree. Oh, I'm going to make them sack. That's the thing. So... Wow, it's actually going to be pretty good. Okay. Let's actually bobble them to see what they're going to draw. Oh, fuck, another pillage? Seriously? Yeah, so let's make them sack and make them 1/1. That's good. Draw. I don't want to play this sword out awkwardly into their pillage. But I kind of want to... I just pass. I kind of want to pass and then just be able to swing with the Sophie in one hit and play around Bolt, essentially. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Because then now we can play the sword out. Finally drawing that other land is good, because now we can double equip if they draw exactly... Lightning Bolt or some sort of spot removal spell. We can equip one, they can kill one, and then we equip the other one. What is this? Wow. Okay, so now we need a top deck. I guess a land would be good because we can just play the Spider Skull. Speak of the devil. So now we just have lethal. Okay. Yeah, if they have Shatterstorm, that would suck, but... Oh, God, they have it. That sucks. Oh. Oh, so they're digging into another one. Smart. This creature? I guess we can play this for 3 so we don't just insta-die. We could also just, like, push, too. I think we EE for 3. It does kill sword, you're right. Maybe we just hold up Fatal Push and bounce Batter Skull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we just bounce Batter Skull. Wow. Okay. We're out of basics too. Okay. Oh my goodness. So they're gonna light up the stage? Man, they're just drawing hot. That's not bad. It's just a sorcery. Oh, shit. Damn. Creature. Okay. Yeah, we just Tarmogoyf for an equip. And just hope they don't top deck a Bolt. If they do top deck a Bolt, we're actually okay. Actually. Yeah, so this is actually good. They can't cast this. Right. So I think we just pass here. Oh, they do have double flashback. Fuck. No, but they don't. Do they have enough mana? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they actually, if they top deck a land, they actually have double flashback. Yeah. Or they just draw Bolt too. Lands. No, wait. Double land. Wow, Flame Splash, Blood Moon. Oh, I mean Blood Moon Ratchet Bomb. They whiffed. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a game. Oh my god. Holy smokes. Oh, Jesus. Wow. They also got, yeah, that was just top deck, just back and forth has been very good. That was a very, very interesting match. Let me go back on chat. I am sorry. I've been so focused on this match and like I'm down 7 minutes against Emayaji. So hold on. Let me just like monster in fact Woken, I would say level blah blah. Honestly, it's kind of been balanced out. Oka is actually fine or was busted. What you may have blah blah. I caught that. I saw Death Earth Shaman Pioneer Weekend still good even without fetches. Yeah, I played with Death Earth Shaman a little bit in Pioneer and it's like okay. Like it's not bad, and I think it's probably better with Earl over the format. Fatal Passage being the only fetch makes it kind of awkward because it kind of just does nothing a lot of the times. But then again, you can just drain for 2, which is pretty decent. If you have Delver or Doomsday, yeah, it's kind of interesting how Doomsday kind of took over the format and like Storm isn't the thing anymore. I quit playing Control because I'm a Miracles player at heart. Yeah, I actually like played a lot of Legacy actually at a time where Miracles was the top deck because that Miracles couldn't beat Lingering Souls, and it was awesome because I would just play Lingering Souls and they can counter it, or they're just a nice 2-for-1, or they could force it, which is again a 2-for-1, and then I just have flash it back. It's actually really good. I that was probably my favorite Legacy format just because my deck was actually the best position. Even though I know everyone hated Miracles, but like having Lingering Souls be good is insane. The Lyris metagame was the most skill-intensive Legacy format I've ever played, but Lyris was getting banned. Yeah, the companion was just innately broken, right? It's unlikely that 2020 had the best anything ever. Jay Freezy, how's it going? Lyris, he goes ultra to only Lyris with the Lyris deck mirrors. Yeah, I agree. The thing about that was like the companion meta playing that format, at least in modern, was very, very skill intensive and very, very fun. But it's one of those things where like it's so warped because every deck is a Lyris deck or an Obosh deck or you're playing Tron, you know. So how does opponent beat Sophie? There's Pillage and there's Blast Zone, like the jig is upset. Blah blah blah. Sack. Blah blah blah. Like you were saying, the Batter Skull. As in the House Transcend Trophy, being a bully, they have lethal in play, they double flashback and have 2. Well, that's lucky. I mean, they got ultra lucky, so maybe you're fine. Doesn't even feel like a prison deck would do very well in the meta. You would have to find a way to beat black red through all the discard through the quick clock in the late game that blue suit provides, which is kind of difficult. I was talking to in a group chat where you either play Shadow Scourge because that's the quickest clock and you have the interaction. You play Uro, Field It Up because you just win the late game if it gets that 4. Or if you're somewhere in the middle and you do something broken. So like Runa Heliod's combo, right? A perfect example of this is Merfolk. If you look at Merfolk, if you look at Nikichu, what he's streaming, he's playing an infinite combo deck in his creature deck. So if he can't go under, his game plan is going under, right, with Island Walk and Fish and blah blah blah. If you can't go under, you infinite combo, right? And like that's how you kind of have to compete. If I can jam an infinite combo in my modern Stoneblade list, I 100% will. There just isn't. I did like I've been like doing a gatherer search for like months, and there's just nothing that comes together that is good enough. I can explain why Doomsday is very good if you're interested about Tealdari, but you know how Shoto works. Yeah, the thing is like I'm surprised that what was the reason why Doomsday overtook Storm, right, as the go-to combo deck? Because obviously there's Tess and there's Ant, right? But then like from what I understand, those aren't played. It's just all Doomsday, which I don't understand why that is. I'm not saying Doomsday is bad. I just don't understand why all the combo decks have shifted that. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. That game was insane. Nikichu, its the combo is compact, but it's like why wasn't Doomsday played before? Like we're talking about like 2019. Oh, I guess you just unlike Sean, you want your bricks in your deck, which means you play less bricks as your network return. So your deck is fully of higher quality cards and its combo pieces. As such, you can play a lot of stuff in your deck, and you can set your combo to beat what your opponent has instead of using it. So that's the thing, though. Why wasn't Doomsday? Why wasn't I like? There's a reason why Doomsday was like a thing this whole legacy, like ever since its inception, right? Like my question is why did the wane happen with Doomsday where like no one really played it at all, for quite a few years actually. Like obviously there's those Doomsday players, hardcore Doomsday players, but it's like was there any cards added? Like what was the kind of like turning point to where it's like, all right, we're all just gonna play Doomsday now? Like was there an addition to the card that made Doomsday better? Oh, Thassa's Oracle. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense then. Okay. Which makes sense. Thassa's Oracle is absurd. The fact that your win con can also scry for you is insane. The new one or the old one? The jig is up. Is up. Like, are you talking about recently or? Oh, Thassa's Oracle. You don't have to explain to me how the Thassa's Oracle is. It's absurd in every freaking format outside of, I guess, Pioneer now because they banned it. But like, outside of that, nice. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's the thing about that card too, is the fact that like it's uninteractable, right? Like you can like the removal doesn't stop it, which was why I think it's a design mistake, if anything. On the draw with this hand, I kind of want to keep it. With the redraw here. Uh-oh. Birds of Paradise. I think we have to push the bird. What? We need a land. And we'll just push this. God damn it. Yep. Which makes sense. Wow, we're both stuck on one. Okay, I guess we just Inquisition. Wow. So they're on all the memes. I guess we have to take one of the dorks. Man, this is awkward. Okay, now we just lose. They... I guess we can just Blood Moon, hope they don't draw land. I mean, take their Blood Moon, hope they don't draw land. And then they Karn is still, but they have 2 Karns. This is like the old Ponza list with Lukka. Man, this is pretty bad. Greedy one-landers. I guess I didn't deserve it. But our opponent got to draw other one-landers. How come we don't get to draw other one-landers? Come on. Pack Caterpillar seems good. Explosive seems good against Ponza. Spellbomb seems pretty bad. Cling is pretty bad. Do we even want the second explosives? I could also see like some sort of Lingering Souls coming in. Maybe we just board out all the Liliana the Veils. I actually found Liliana pretty bad in this matchup just because you can't cast it through Blood Moon reliably. That can't be right though. Maybe we'll just keep in one. What would you name Pithing Needle for? Would it be just be specifically Lukka? I guess they also have Karn too. Maybe we want the Gaddock Teague actually. Maybe Souls isn't where I want to be just because they have Lukka. Maybe Hexdrinker isn't where I want to be either. Yeah, I think that's why I think Gaddock Teague is going to be pretty good in this matchup. All right, we're against Ponza. This hand sucks. This hand's fine. I think we go land, bauble. Bottom of the Temple Garden, I think. We bauble ourselves. See if we draw a push or something. Triome. I don't think I want that. Let's get a swamp. I gotta CC playing getting forest here, but let's do that. Let's just pretty much play around Blood Moon and just get Tarmogoyf down. Okay. I'm gonna push this. So then now we can Luris, bring back Bauble here. Okay. Now we just like effectively play around Blood Moon now. Cast this Bauble. Okay, activate this Bauble on their upkeep. Hopefully we draw a land. We can go Stoneforge Mystic plus Tarmogoyf. Oh, they drew the Blood Moon. If they spend their turn Blood Mooning, I actually don't mind. Okay. Thanks for tuning around, Slave. I'm actually gonna. I was actually hoping this league would finish before the Browns game. I actually wanted to watch it, but obviously that didn't work out. Let's go Browns. I'm gonna just do this. Oh fuck! I just fucking. God damn it. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. I just tapped wrong and I was distracted. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. Let's bubble them. Hope we don't get punished for that. Okay. Let's draw Thassa's Oracle of Oath and Nissa. We'll just crack this at end of turn. God damn it. Fuck. Oh, that's very annoying. I can't either. Can we survive an Emrakul hit? And then can we win on the crackback? Damn, we could have had another Tormund. We could have actually won on the crackback. Oh, that's annoying. So 4, 8, 11, 12. We're pretty short. Oh, that's pretty annoying. This just is a moto telling me I should just end the league now. Go watch the Browns. That's unfortunate. I think everyone's rooting for the Browns, honestly. Who doesn't want the Browns to win? It's like everyone who wants the Bills to win, right? Like everyone wants the Bills to win, the Browns, the Titans, all these teams that haven't been there before, I'm so sick of like dynasties. It's like I don't want to see the same team win over and over and over again. Okay, well, do you make the same mistake twice? On the draw, I think we can keep this. Again, famous last words, but... Or we could just get royally screwed and we just play against a field deck. Please. Please, deck. Plains. Oh, we're against, like, Green-White Titan. It's a Fairy Path. So it's like Blue-White Control, Field the Dead. Please land. Please land. Please land. All right. It's not a black source, but it's something. think we're going to play this Tarmogoyf here. Oh, you're a Seahawks fan. Get out of my channel. I'm a Niners fan, so we can't look at each other eye to eye, can we? Jeez. Land. All right. Path. So I think we Thoughtseize plus Tarmogoyf here. Probably just take the Teferi. We can't like beat the Teferi. Then we can. Then they'll probably path one. And then hopefully we can slam this Luris. That was also a good draw. Sure. Got a swamp, I think. Oops, we're in combat. So this is probably like Stoneblade. Just gonna be interesting. American sports. Yeah, us filthy Americans can't get our shit together, you know. Luris is interesting. Let's attack first. Ooh. Bant? Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. Interesting. Probably get us forest here. Get this Luris engine going. I guess I should plus this. Probably discard Thoughtseize. I can see them getting Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, they don't. They don't have Mystic Sanctuary in their deck. Oh, they don't have enough violence, duh. Oh crap, I'm gonna crack the bubble. Damn it. What are they going to draw? Hollow Fountain. Okay. How are we gonna beat Field of the Dead? It's probably we need Stoneforge Mystic or naturally drawing the swords. I think kind of want to see what they do here. Kind of want to minus this Liliana. And then they attack. I decay. This Liliana might... Because like they're just going to be able to keep making zombies. So this Liliana is just not long for this world. I could also just like play the other Luris. But I just don't want to be soft to another path. Another removal spell. Let's just do this. Let's minus target them. Attack. Wow, they are not gonna try to block. It's a little too late for that. Oh, they don't have what? They don't have a basic forest or island? That is wild. What are they going to draw here? Okay, now they have an island, so now they have a basic. So I think we can just cycle this Triome at end of turn. But why wouldn't they do it, though? Okay. I mean, that's an easy answer, right? Okay. So let's cycle first. Okay. Batter Skull. See what they're gonna draw. Skyclave Apparition. So I guess we play this Batter Skull. They can't. Then they Skyclave Apparition the Lurrus. God, this Lurrus engine just so good. Sweet. So the path's pretty decent. Just getting a removal so we can beat this field. That's gonna be good. Sure. Good thing we have another one. We could either A, get this Lurrus engine going, or we can just lay on and just actually blow them out. I guess we should just... Let's Lurrus first. Get the bauble. See where we're up against. Mystic Sanctuary. So they're going to draw a path, which sucks. Attack here. I guess we have the Spell Bomb, which is going to be good. Okay. Let's destroy that guy. So now we just... And this is the problem I have about Skyclave Apparition in Abzan. And you can kind of see it in their version where it's like they are... Like, the Skyclave Apparition is very awkward for them. Okay. Spellbomb main has been very good. Yes. Okay. Now we have a push for... We're just... Yeah. Like, people are always like, why aren't you playing Skyclave Apparition? It's so good. And it's like, it is good, but it's... In the right deck, it's good. No, it's honestly, it's the awkwardness that our opponent felt with Skyclave Apparition, and on top of that, it just fucks up our mana base too much. And like, unless you're just playing strictly Orzhov, which again, then your mana base is fine, but like in Abzan specifically, where you need to play 3 colors, and being a black-white base is just... I 5-0'd with it a couple times, but honestly, it just isn't where we want to be. Sam Ingrid1, thank you for the follow. We really, really appreciate it. It's a good card. I'm not saying it's bad. I just think that... Hold on. They had Feel the Dead, double... Bring... Well, if they have Mystic Sanctuary, they have to have Ally Island. So I'm going to bring in the Chokes as well. And probably the Ashioks here. We really didn't see much. It was just like Teferi, path. So I think Garrick is good too. Yeah, it's a very balanced card, I agree. No Spellbond, just in temperature. Yeah, exactly. Doing work. I mean, you might be right. It might be fine to have one in the sideboard. It's just hard to find room. And I think it's just one of those things where if you're gonna play that type of card, you rather just play Maelstrom Pulse. But then again, maybe like it's just better than a Lingering Souls. But I think Lingering Souls is gonna be kind of well positioned right now with where the modern meta is. I think we can cut the path. Probably trim a decay. We want the other spell bomb probably because our Mystic Sanctuary. They're blue right, so maybe we just cut all the decays. We didn't see any. We did see a mini Teferi. Spam the emote scene. Spam the emote. All the emotes. Maybe we don't want decay. Maybe we shave a Liliana. Go from there. Yeah, I agree with you. It's well, I don't think it's a poor top deck. It just everything just kind of has to line up. I can see Tidehollow being good in this deck too. I don't know how good EE is. I'm gonna bond the Liliana. Because I don't like EE if you're only entering Field of the Dead. Gonna get an Overgrown Tomb. I can see an argument for one. I mean, you may be right. I think we're going to crack this fetch anyway, so let's just get the information now. Thoughtseize. If they want to trade their Snapcaster for the Sex Drinker, I will 100% take it. We're taking a lot of damage for our mana base here, but it's gonna get countered. Remand. Got it. I think it's very well reserved where you move spells also. Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely better in those matchups, but it's also a lot worse against like Rakdos Shadow stuff. Okay, that's pretty gross. Just Bant Uro. This makes me feel like they don't have that much lands in their hand. Teague. Kind of want to stop big Teferi here. I think getting Luris down doesn't do anything. I don't think I want to level up Hexdrinker just because they have answers with maybe Teferi. Thoughtseize could also just feel the Uro too. But they don't have double green. I think it's correct just to Thoughtseize. Remand. They don't have the green for the Uro. So I think we just take the Remand. And at this point, I think we just play Stoneforge Mystic. Hope to draw another land off the top. Greenstone's if they're gonna play Greenstones, if you're gonna unban Greenstone Zenith in this format, I think you have to ban Primeval Titan. Oh, I guess we just play this. That was a timely draw. I'm gonna attack with this Hexdrinker and see if they want to path it or something. If they don't have a counter spell, this is gonna be very good for us. Maybe. Let's target ourselves here. Maybe try to hit a Lingering Souls. Thanks. Okay. I can just mill that. Luris. Do this. They have Velasar. That's interesting. This Hex Drinker can go all the way. Cool. I think we want the Bauble now. Let's go with this Ashiok here. Okay. Sure. Grant me to my Sword and Feast and Famine. Let's activate now. Growth Spiral doesn't give us any information. I agree. I think Deathrite Shaman's a start, but then the thing about it is like these soup decks also have access to Deathrite Shaman, which is kind of annoying. Choke. You probably bleed on Luris here. But let's attack first. See if this eats any counter spells or anything. Nothing. Wow. Wow. I wasn't expecting that to resolve. Guess we just choke and get it down. I can also just see playing Gaddock Tea. Maybe we just play Gaddock Tea here. Let's upkeep. Do it again. Okay. Wow, they're tapping a lot of lands into the choke. Oh, I didn't have the choke out. Fuck. Let's do this. Skycleave Apparition. Gross. Okay. So we know we top deck that. Oh, they're not gonna exile the Luris? Interesting. All the baubles. I think we Baby Sylvie too. But since they didn't like do anything here, I think we just equip here. And then just go ham. They can't activate castle here, so. No, they don't. So they're gonna draw Fact or Fiction. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. They can't search with that shock. Yay! I'm so dark. We 3-2'd with a boomer deck. Oh yeah, we were like way ahead in that game. They needed exactly verdict, and even then we have like 4 draws after the baubles. The Jun Abzan 5-0. That was a lot of fun. That was a weird league. We played against Blue White Control, Bant Field, Mono Red Prowess. Those are the decks we beat. We lost to 5 Color Living End, and forget what this was. What was this? I don't even remember. Oh, and Lukka Ponza. What a league. What a league. I mean, that's a lot of bad matchups, I'd argue, because these control matches are pretty bad. But Luris is just so good with this bauble interaction, and just like knowing what our opponent's gonna top deck and we can just plan accordingly is just so good. I love Luris. This Luris interaction just clutch. Absolute clutch. Weird league. The only meta deck that we did play was against Mono Red Prowess, and we did beat the trophy leader, which felt pretty good. I feel like that's a matchup where we did. I did try to keep in mind Batterskull, Eidolon, Kai's Guile, that kind of thing has been pretty good. So that's awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm really glad I just didn't fall flat on my face. I was like, I'll take a 3-2 because this deck is just not modern tier playable, right? It's just not good enough. But you know what? We can still 3-2 league with Abs. I'll take it. Thanks again, Scene8998. We appreciate the positivity in the chat. The jig is always up. I appreciate you contributing to the chat as always. Love you. Spamming your thoughts. It's always good to kind of discuss. Different cards, different formats, all that jazz. That's awesome. Appreciate it, everyone, for doing it. I've been most variants in skill level. I agree with you. There's a lot of shitty players on in the leagues. I agree with you 100%. The skill level gap between leagues and challenges and prelims is actually absolutely insane. It's actually crazy that how big that gap is. That being said, it's still fun to just play through the leagues. I don't have time to play in the challenges, and I'm on the West Coast, so like all the prelim times are awkward. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still working, and then like 7:30 or 7 o'clock on a Friday, and I'm like, my girlfriend wants to hang out on Friday, so it's like I can't do any prelims, and the challenges are on Saturday, and I'm busy hanging out with my girlfriend doing errands. So it's like the bigger events are really hard to play in for me personally. But the leagues are all I can do, and the leagues are stream, and it's one of those things where like the challenges and the prelims are not really fun to stream either because there's just so much time gaps in between. And then on top of that, I don't want to double queue, so it's like you either have a lot of dead time or you're double queuing, and I don't like double queuing, right? So Chandler, you are definitely very, very dedicated, and I applaud to you. The jig is always up. You are the real grinder. And if you can top a challenge starting at 2 a.m., just bravo to you. But that'll do it for me. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in and hanging out. Like if you want to support the channel, you guys can hit that follow button. As you can see, I have a follower goal of 500. I'm getting ever so close. If you guys hit that follow button on Twitch, that would mean a lot to me. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. Other than that, you guys can go back to my old YouTube streams. This is youtube.com/KO Diamonds. That's where you can see I've been streaming a Hylia lately. And if you go a little bit deeper than that, I've been playing this deck actually and a little bit of Ponza from way back too. So it's mostly BGX, mostly this Abzan related, right? So this has been kind of this and Abzan Heliod. And then if you guys want stream updates, you guys can follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/KODiamonds, but 22 at the end of it. All that info is on the bottom of the screen. I only play challenges once or twice. Yeah, I think I've only played like 3 or 4 challenges. And it's like it's depending on the number of people. I know Yamakilla made a tweet on it, and it's like it's true. I agree. Where like, and you need a threshold of players, a cap where like the value is there, and if there's too many players, the value just isn't worth the potential loss. And that's the problem. Is like, if you drop a challenge, it's 30 tickets, which is a lot. If you just like I have a lot of like treasure chests. So it's like I've been going infinite, but like if I played in a lot of challenges, I can imagine like not going infinite. Like I can just go infinite in the leagues all the time. Like I haven't put money into MTGO in a long years, I think. I think that's mostly due to the fact that I've only played 3 or 4 challenges and maybe a couple prelims. And that makes sense. Like all the prelims I played in have 3-2'd, luckily. But like it's not something I'm gonna play religiously like how all these other streamers do. That's just insane. I think you just bleed too much value. But other than that, I appreciate again everyone for tuning in. Hit that follow button on Twitch. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. I really appreciate it. If there's no any other raid suggestions, I like raiding smaller streamers. I know when I'm still almost a small streamer, but the rating, people rating me meant a lot to me. Fluffy rating me earlier. Appreciate it for doing that. Send the love forward to this person who only has 1 viewer, MTG Sam, playing some Blue Moon in Modern. So, again, appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you guys want to support the channel, hit that follow button on Twitch, subscribe button on YouTube, and the follow button on Twitter. Other than that, my next stream will be Tuesday evening around 5 to 6, maybe 7 o'clock, depending on when I finish dinner, Pacific time. So, hope to catch you guys then. Other than that, appreciate everyone for hanging out. It was an awesome stream. Love the banter in the chat. It's always fun to do that as well. I'm gonna go grab some food, watch some football. I'm glad my Abzan stream was the Abzan 5-0, so it felt good. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.